from September 13th of 2024. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to hire a lawyer?
No, ma'am, not just yet. Not. I was going to ask if I could have a little bit more time in order to come up with more funds to hire an attorney.
So what I'll do is reset your case about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone. If you get someone hired before that next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, they have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would have to go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, if you'll step in front of the clerk, she'll give you your reset notice.
Cordell, Beard,
Brianna Kleinan. Brianna Kleinan. That's not one of the ones.
no response, Your Honor.
Her bond will be forfeited for non-appearance and reset at $100,000. Okay. Mark Garcia. If you'll call the name Mark Garcia. He called.
Mark Garcia.
Let's see.
No response, Your Honor.
All right, he did call and say he was going to be late. I will issue a bond forfeiture for non-appearance and reset his bond at $100,000. If he shows up, just let me know and I'll recall that. Drayden Rose. Good morning. Are you Drayden Rose? And Mr. Rose, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 0789. You're charged with the 3rd-degree felony offense of assault of a security officer from April 16th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
I'm in court.
How old are you?
18.
Are you still in school?
I got my GED.
You got your GED?
Yes, ma'am.
So are you working?
I'm finding a job.
So you don't just get a court-appointed attorney. So what I'm going to do, since you made bond, I'm going to reset your case for about 30 days and do a couple things. One, you need to try to get a job first. If you get a job, bring me that information on where you're working, some kind of pay stub or just something that shows where you're working. I also want you to apply for at least 5 jobs a week. And if you don't have a job, you need to bring me where you've applied. So if you're print something out or copy something from where you've gone. And then in addition to all of that, I want you to start talking to attorneys, okay? You need to talk to at least 3. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. I want you to start talking to them so that when you get a job, you can see maybe what you can afford or what you can't. If you do all that and you still can't afford an attorney, then we'll talk at the appropriate time about a court appointed. If you don't do those things that I asked you to do, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond and you would have to go back to jail for not following that court order. Do you understand all of that? All right, if you'll step in front of the clerk, she'll give you a reset notice. Lance Charbino.
Wild. Bonds forfeited after a no-show. Reset to $100,000. Translation: their bail cash is gone, and getting released again now comes with a 6-figure price tag. This is exactly why missing court is never an option. Quick question: if you were running late, would you call ahead like Garcia or gamble and risk losing the full $100K?
Good morning. You're Lance Charbino?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Charbino, did you get someone hired?
I did not hire him yet. It's Cody Crenshaw.
Corey?
Well, Corey is Cody
Uh-huh.
Crenshaw. He asked for $4,000 down.
Okay.
And as soon as I get that, which should be about 3 weeks from now.
Okay.
And I'll be able to get him hired for
All right, you've been here a few times, so I'm going to reset you one more time. You need to get him or someone else hired before that next court date. Again, just bring that reset notice to him. He'll tell you what to do. If it's not going to work out with Mr. Crenshaw for some reason, then talk to at least 3 others. Bring me those names. All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you a reset notice. Presley Viltz. Good morning, you're Presley Viltz. Did you get someone hired, Mr. Viltz? No. Who'd you talk to? Okay, did you write down the names? Well, no, I mean, I tell you the same thing I tell everybody. Bring me back the names of the people you talked to so that I know you've tried, and then we'll discuss your options. Same words I've said for 11 years to every single person in here, so no one can ever say that I didn't say them.
Yes, ma'am.
So what part of bring me back the names of who you've talked to did you not understand?
I understood. I just forgot.
You just forgot. Okay, so you're in felony court. You don't just forget, because if you don't do what I asked you to, then I can put you in jail right now. I'm trying not to do that. I want you to follow the rules. It's not that hard. You have 30 days. Talk to 3 lawyers. Try to hire them. Did you talk to 3?
I really talked to her.
You really talked to, so when you first answered, you said you talked to 2. So be careful what you're saying. All right? And you're probably nervous right now, and I get that, but be careful what you're saying, because you're saying some different things. I'm going to reset your case for 2 weeks. You need to talk to 3 lawyers. You need to bring me those names of who you talked to when you come back. If you've hired one of them by then, great. If not, I want you talking to at least 3. Don't wait till the last minute, because they're in court and they have things to do. So start calling today, talk to those attorneys, bring me back who they are, how much they charge, let me know about where you're working, bring a pay stub when you come back. The more information you bring me, the better things are going to go. Does that make sense? All right, 2 weeks. Step in front of the clerk. Caitlin Talmore. Good morning, you're Caitlin Talmore. And Ms. Talmore, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25, DCCR 0595. You're charged with a 3rd-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. And that is from April 4th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? Right, so what happens is when you're in custody in jail, we automatically give you a court-appointed attorney. Now that you've made bond, I'm going to expect you to at least try to hire your own. So what I'll do is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire somebody. If you do get someone hired before the next court date, bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer, and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to go visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of those you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond, and you would have to go back to jail. Do you understand? Yes. All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you a reset notice.
Fine.
Janisha Leonard.
This is interesting. The judge isn't just telling 18-year-old Rose to hire a lawyer. She's turning basic life skills into court orders. Get a job, apply every week, show pay stubs, meet attorneys. It's a real-world wake-up call from the justice system. But is that solid accountability or the court pushing too far into someone's personal life?
Good morning, you're Janisha Leonard. Let's see, and Ms. Leonard, you have 2 motions to revoke your probation. And then you have a new case in cause number 25 DCCR 0297. And I set bonds, and you've made bonds on all of those. And have you had an opportunity to hire a lawyer? Okay, so you need to get someone hired. The fact that I set those bonds at what I did, even when the state asked me not to, you've got some serious stuff going on. You need to try to get someone hired if you can before that next court date. So I'm going to reset your case for 30 days. You need to try to get someone hired. If you do, bring the reset notice to them. They'll tell you what to do. Go ahead. Well, you need to try to get a job first. And you need to apply to at least 5 jobs a week, and you need to bring me proof of that. Okay? If you do get a job, bring me some proof that you have a job. In the meantime, I will also want you talking to lawyers. Bring me back the names of the lawyers you've talked to, at least 3, so I know you're trying. Bring me the information about that you're trying to get a job, and then we'll discuss all of your options. Okay? If you don't do that, then your bonds will be raised, especially on those motion to revoke probations. You'll be right back in jail. Do you understand? All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you your reset notice. How'd you make all those bonds?
My family came together.
Okay, well, you might need to get with them on this too.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I set a bunch of bonds on motion to revokes today. I look back and I think, what was I thinking? Anthony Salvato, this is another one. Because I don't usually do all of this. All right, you're Anthony Salvato. Mr. Salvato, you're here on a motion to revoke your probation, and I set a bond in your case. Let's see, I feel like we had received some letters. You were participating in the veterans
Yes,
and all of that.
Yes, ma'am.
You're still doing all of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What is your name for the record?
Catherine Branch.
Okay, and who are you with, Ms. Branch?
Probation.
Okay, thanks. Sorry. And so has he been doing everything with regard to probation? Okay. Have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No, ma'am.
All right. Are you working?
No, ma'am. I've been trying to do the program that we have. I have had a couple of interviews, which I have not been successful because of my record, my health diagnosis. It's been very difficult. I have attended some veteran work job fairs, and that was unsuccessful as well.
Okay.
So, but I have been and I am seeing a employment counselor once a week.
Okay. What I'm going to do this morning, Mr. Salvato, and I'm looking back, I have some documentation from the Veterans Association and things like that with regard to when I set your bond. I'm going to have you fill out some paperwork this morning to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. You need to fill it out accurately and completely. You're going to swear under oath that it's all true and correct, and then I'll take a look at it. All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you that paperwork. Thanks, Ms. Branch. Sorry, I didn't recognize you. I didn't know who. I don't know if I've seen her in here. Daryl Spencer.
And then we'll call you back. Don't leave.
Good morning, you're Daryl Spencer. Mr. Spencer, did you get someone hired?
Mark Kelly.
Did you already hire him?
I was gonna pay him today.
You're, okay,
Yes, ma'am. I had money on me right now.
okay. Did you talk to him about where you were gonna meet, or?
I told him about my case and stuff like that. He told me he could make a payment plan with me because I talked to Marsha Bowman and she told me she couldn't.
Okay, so you have the money to hire him?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna reset your case 2 weeks.
Yes, ma'am.
You need to get him hired before that next court date.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Step in front of the clerk, she'll give you a reset notice.
Yes, ma'am.
I do too. I do too. I can't remember for sure, but I think so.
Go down, just go down there when you finish here. Hold on just a second.
No, from before. I can't remember.
Sign right there.
Let me check with Sharon.
I know, she'll remember. I'll ask you later.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. I appreciate today that solid. Better choices. I wish I had said something now.
Oh, Presley is slipping here. First she says 2 lawyers, then suddenly 4. Judges can't stand inconsistency. Even tiny contradictions can come off like lies in court. Stay tuned, because this moment shows exactly how courtroom nerves can completely sabotage your case.
As he knew. He knows he went viral too. Poor thing.
You might be getting paid.
He might be.
You're not.
Somebody.
I should wish I could have had you on it.
I know, right? Kyle was in here. I know. I was going to try to get him first because he was being on time and patient.
Judge, if you want to run, Dirks is not gonna be here. 'Cause
He's-
He's in trial,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
have his, announcements, if you want.
All right. On, let's see, Ms. Malfino's case on Dustin Knight, that's a pretrial. Mr. Gertz is not here, but his announcements.
Just read that one.
I have filed and agreed.
That's
Oh,
on the
that's
other
in the
one.
other one.
That's the one I've got.
Okay.
I believe she is ready, Your Honor.
Okay. And they were talking about a possible resolution last week, but they didn't do that. So if you'll get with them, her. All right. Then I'm going to number, is Dustin Knight here? Did you tell
I
him
don't
not to
think
be here?
they didn't.
Okay.
They're not gonna-
And then on Jesse Salinas.
We spoke, me and last week, Judge. Me and Mr. Gertz.
Uh-huh.
We're both in agreement if the court will allow us one recess, we'll be ready at that time.
Okay.
I've got all my witnesses, claiming witnesses in Florida. I've got witnesses out of state.
Okay.
But I've talked to him about it and he's all right.
I mean, they'll still be out of state next time, right?
I'm not saying,
Okay.
but we didn't, I don't.
I mean, I didn't
I'll
mean to be
get 'em.
smarty about that. I'm just saying.
No, I understand, but we were in agreement on that. I don't think he was ready as well.
I gave you a trial. For that.
But a quick reset of thoughts.
Okay. You did, Kelly.
Yeah, we're doing the bond ones today since we're off next month.
Oh, this is for trial in 2 weeks.
I meant to call you, but your email.
Okay, I'm going to grant the motion for continuance, this time in Mr. Salinas' case, but there will not be another.
Yes.
Thank you.
No problem.
And if you'll just relay that to Mr. Gertz
I
as
will,
well.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Judge, could we call Mr. Mitchell's case on Van Wright?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Mr. Vedder?
Judge, this was one,
John Van Wright. Good morning, sir. You're John Van Wright. And this is 24 DCCR 2485. And then there's the motion to revoke probation in 15 23582.
Judge, I know Mr. Mitchell was trying to get with Mr. Smith. He didn't realize he was out last week. He was having trouble watching the video they need to watch. I know enough about this case to know they need to watch that video.
Okay.
So I'm asking for a reset so they can do that.
Okay. I will do just a normal reset. Obviously, if there's any issues, if you can get with Mr. Nichols or Ms. Malfino, I'm sure either of them will help you work that issue
Absolutely.
out, and we'll get an
I think it just
announcement.
wouldn't play for him, so he was going to come to our office and do it. And
Okay.
If he needs me to do it for him, I would gladly will.
Okay.
So I'm setting trial this morning in the 128th with Mr. Gertz. We're both under trial protection.
Okay.
As soon as that ends, I'll give Mr. Nichols a call. And we'll go to
Perfect.
their
And
office.
Mr. Smith might be back by then as well, and so, but if not, just get with Mr. Nichols or Ms. Malfino, they'll help
Will
you
do,
out.
Judge.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Stay in touch with Mr. Mitchell. He'll let you know when you need to be back.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Walker, are you ready on Adrian Housley sentencing?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Good. How about you?
Doing good. Being patient.
Just for what we're talking about, I have an intention to try and read her. That's on this announcement document.
Oh, for next, yeah, in 2 weeks, for sure. Yeah. It's one of those names that are on my list that I'm tired of seeing. It's you too, I'm sure. Good morning. Are you Adrian Housley? Mr. Housley was previously in court, entered pleas of guilty to, or plea of guilty in cause number 25, DCCR 0290 to theft of property with previous convictions. It's a state jail felony. And we pleaded as, no, and there were prior offenses, and so the agreement was for a cap of 10 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections because of the criminal history before. I received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
We have, Judge.
Any additions or corrections?
No.
All right, Mr. Walker, you may proceed.
Judge, what I thought was going to be a long argument for us, we're actually in agreement with the PSI report, and we're asking the court to follow the recommendations and place Mr. Housley on probation.
Mr. Hoffpower?
Judge, we understand in light of what the argument is and the facts of this particular case. However, the court will leave it to the court's discretion. You see his criminal history. He has been in the penitentiary numerous times. So I leave it to the court's discretion whether or not it wants to place this individual on probation or in light of his history.
The underlying, what he ended up pleading to, was it a third or a second?
Second.
Second.
2 to 20 because it's habitual.
That's what I wanted to make, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And Judge, if I may, what we're talking about is over a 4-month span with all the items added up, we're talking about an amount that barely gets over the threshold for a Class B misdemeanor. A 62-year-old Army veteran suffers from PTSD, and as the PSI report shows, he's a low-risk candidate for it. He's not a threat to it. He's went 15 years from his last offense without getting in trouble. He's showing that he's capable of fitting in with society as well as an interest to better himself. And that's why we're going to ask that you put him on probation.
Mr. Housley, on paper, you sure don't look